Hi, welcome back to me and Mon Ami on a very cold and wet morning. And today we're going to see whether this thing that we bought off Amazon, auto heater fan, is the solution to the old Citroen Ami fogging up. So according to the instructions with this thing, what you're meant to do is stick it on the dashboard with some double-sided tape and point it at the windscreen. Now, we've already got, as you can see here, our two fans on the dashboard, and we don't want to take them off because we haven't got any more double-sided tape. So we're going to stick this at the front in the hope that it will do the trick. So I'm going to move the orange thing and stick it on, as they say in prison. Remove the sticky tape and see if we can get this at a good angle to the windscreen in the middle, which is where they tell you you should do it. Does that look good, Mr. Boo?
Looks great.
Mr. Boo's very excited about this fan. Okay, so that's stuck on, and what we're going to try to do is get rid of this orange thing, and it's got a 12-volt cigarette lighter thing, but obviously Citroen Ami doesn't have one of those, so if you were going to plug this into the USB, you just get one of those USB adapters for the cigarette holder. But what we've got under here is, of course, our portable power station, so rather than use the car's power, we're going to plug it into that. So what we're going to do is go out on this long drive. It's looking very black over at mother-in-law, so I think there's a very strong chance it's going to rain, and doubtless when it starts raining we shall start to fog up in here, and we'll see whether this can actually remedy it, or whether it just makes us a bit warmer in the car, because it's got both a fan and a fan heater, not a fan heater. So we'd covered about 8 kilometers without any fogging issues with the windows closed. It's about 7 degrees out there, 6 degrees, something like that, and we were fine. But the rain has come, and already I'm beginning to see evidence of fogging on the side here, and the front window is beginning to get a little bit foggy. So we'll let this roll for a bit, and then we will turn on our 22 or 20 quid fan heater from Amazon and see whether it makes any difference. It's meant to prevent fogging on car windscreens, it says. Well, I think that's what it said. It was one of those products that's written in Google Translate somewhere in China, and it was interesting to read. So let's see. So, as you can see, the fogging is getting worse now as the rain gets heavier and we progress along the Promenade des Anglais. So we're getting pretty close to the time we're going to have to turn the heater on. But let's just see how bad we can make it before we turn it on. Okay, we're going to turn on the heater. You can hear it. So this is our external Amazn heater turned on, and let's see if that blowing against the windscreen does the trick. We haven't actually got the car's own heater on at the minute because we're trying to conserve range because we're on quite a long drive, but let's see whether that helps or hinders our fogging. There seems to be a bit of a clear patch developing just where the heater is pointing, doesn't it? Whether it's going to spread along the whole thing, I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's too close to the windscreen. Maybe it needs to be set back further, do you think? Because it's certainly working on that area, but it still wouldn't do the whole thing. Maybe you need 3.
Oh my God.
It's definitely working in that centre bit. But I mean, I can't see it this side, but it is spreading to me. The clear is spreading, I would say, wouldn't you?
I would say it's spreading slowly.
Spreading slowly. The circle of life is getting bigger, isn't it, for Elton?
We can see through there, so as long as we just only drive through that little patch there, we'll be fine.
No, it's getting bigger though. The circle's getting bigger. You've got to stick with it. Let's see. It's now torrential out there. Who says the weather's always good in the south of France? Look at that. It's disgusting. I know this is a summer's day in Scotland, but...
Do you think I should stop breathing?
Maybe we should just stop talking. It's getting bigger. I would, if I had my time again, I'd place it at my side, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
In fact, I might stop further up here, put it in that side, and then you'd have a clear bit in the thing, because it's definitely working. It's definitely getting bigger in the middle. Look at that circle, it's getting bigger all the time. So let's stick with it and see if we can get there without opening the windows or turning on the heater of the car. See me leaning into the circle. As I say, I think if I placed it here, I'd actually be fine now, but it is getting bigger, that circle, without doubt. So it makes me think if we turned it on early rather than waiting for the fog to really develop, we may have kept it away, don't you think?
Maybe.
But let's now try and turn on the car's own heater as well in conjunction with it. Are they on?
No.
Okay, so we now have two systems working. Let us see what that does, or whether we're going to have to open the windows, which obviously is not ideal in rain. It really is pretty dire now, the fogging, isn't it? We're beginning to, I think the other heater's beginning to have an impact, isn't it?
I think so.
But you can see the problem on my side. That's obviously not very safe. Well, I am feeling slightly unsafe, so I am afraid I am going to open the window, because I think the answer is we haven't entirely solved it. I think this heater definitely does something. It's certainly not useless, and I think if I placed it on my side, or maybe if you got a couple of them, one either side, I think you'd be okay. And do bear in mind, we haven't got the diffuser in our front heater that the more up-to-date Amis have got, which slightly helps. It just spreads the air in a different way. But I'm still having to open the window to feel safe, but it is absolutely torrential rain out there now. So hopefully the windows will get us there, but it's getting very, very cold now. So that, I hope, has given you some idea about the usefulness of this little heater or not. In short, I think it does help. Whether it helps enough, whether there's a better one out there on the market, a bigger one, I don't know. I'm sure you'll tell me in the comments. But as I say, I think a couple of them might do the trick, or one on the driver's side. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget, give us a like, give us a comment, and remember everyone, stay charged.